Good morning, afternoon, evening, YouTube from sunny-ish Wales. One day out, which is why I am already in Wales, because obviously, why would I travel one day out when I'm going from Leeds to Wales? Because imagine that. We were travelling for like 6 hours yesterday. So we got here at like 7 p.m. Obviously in the morning, it's still normal Friday yesterday. So client check-ins, I had my final upper pump session. And then, we're not then able to set off till 1 p.m. So of course, I can't be travelling one day out because then I would not make my tan appointment. And one day out, depending on protocols and things, you just want to be settled and sat down and able to just chill and not be stressing about travel and all the things that can go wrong. Like, of course, we did hit a few little traffic jams and things like that. And, you do need to stop more often and pee and things like that. So I always make the effort to travel 2 days out when I've got a longer journey for a show. And then I can just wake up now in the location, one day out. The Airbnb is incredible. Let me show you. Touchdown in Wales. And wow, I knew I'd booked us somewhere nice and gorgeous with it being my final show and our anniversary on Sunday as well. But this is so cute. I am obsessed with all the little touches. Ferrero Rochers on the bed. Just everything is just premium and just so nice in here. And one of the main features is the snacks, which I think all the guests were raving about in the reviews. But we've got shortbreads, penguins, Welsh cakes, Nature Valley bars, crumpets. She did also say, let's check, that she'd left. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. She said butter and milk, water, tango, fresh Cokes in the fridge. And there's like a whole crate of Cokes as well that I found somewhere. This place, Weetabix for breakfast, cornflakes, there's pasta up there. Yeah, this is the place that you want to be for your final show of a season. Wow! Oh my God! There's even more Weetabix. There's I love that coffee, not going to lie. Wow, I have booked us the best Airbnb. I actually filmed that yesterday. I thought, right, let's get it filmed before I dump all of our stuff and mess it up, because it looked so nice when we arrived. But I've not vlogged all week. I've really not felt like it. The peak's been difficult for a number of reasons. I would say the main one just being my lack of digestion. I think because I've been stressed, like subconsciously stressed. I've just not been going, and I've just been getting more and more uncomfortable across the week. And yeah, obviously my weight's been rocketing up and things like that. And yeah, we've not increased baseline nutrition at all this week. It started at 1945 calories, which I think I did on my last vlog show. It was 6 days out, and that never changed. So there was nothing really for you to see anyway. Food was the same all week. I was on 8k steps all week. It was a very boring standardized peak, because obviously I've spent weeks before this just at a maintenance anyway, holding my weight around 117 or 18 and just literally freshening up. So nothing changed this peak week. And then today, I think the calories are, I was on 1745 yesterday. So we started the dry off process just in a really simple way of 50 grams less carbs, so 200 less calories. I've woke up this morning really nice and full, but drier. So we know we don't have to do a whole lot to dry off today, leading into the show day tomorrow. So I will have a look through all that. I'm just on a morning walk now. Obviously, we're trying to help my digestion, get a little morning walk to get the GI moving. I've got clients to get back to and stuff this morning as well. So I'm going to go and do a little work block when I get home. And, well, home. The Airbnb definitely feels like home. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, get a little work block done, drink my digestion drink, have my first meal. And I will attempt to take you through this day because, to be fair, I've got more time to vlog today. I am literally just in the Airbnb in Wales. Not a whole lot to do apart from pick up some bits from the shop, do some posing rounds, do a little bit of work, eat my meals. So I'll try and take you through it and finish off this prep 2025 vlogging series by actually vlogging. Okay, so hair is washed, meal one. The Airbnb has a really nice air fryer, which is ideal because I've been having 3 hex sausages. So I've been having 3 hex sausages for breakfast with salad, which has been, to be honest, awful. I'm not a savoury breakfast person, but because my digestion has been so off this week, we did think that just removing dairy, because I was having yogurt for my meal one, I think it has more just been a case of being stressed and out of routine, to be honest though. So yeah, but either way, we're just going to crack on, keep things simple and not try and reintroduce yogurt at this point. So 3 hex sausages, the salad, And then because we're loading carbs heavier at the start of the day, I've also got like 4 caramel rice cakes. Don't ask why, but this one was all crumbled in the bottom of the packet. So, but I'm not wasting food. And then we've got 20 grams of dark chocolate as well. And that will be meal 1. I'm having a gram of sodium with my first 4 meals before my coach sees me. So I usually have 6 grams of sodium, but I'll be having 4 today. So I'm going to put a gram of sodium on this. And Aaron's got crumpets at breakfast because she left us some crumpets in the Airbnb, which is epic. So yeah, maybe there's 2 for me. Who knows? Before he eats them all. Obviously I will, not tomorrow, but on Monday I'll be able to start eating all this nice stuff as well. But for now, this is what we're having, and gonna sit down and enjoy this now. Very grateful for the air fryer.
Ooh,
decent.
nice.
So yeah, that's it. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so meal 2. We've just gone out for some steps, basically going around Tesco. I'm on like 4,500 now, so I probably don't need to move much more today. But it's 12:15, and I'm having my second meal of the day, which is 75 grams of cream of rice, and then I've got 75 grams of summer fruits as well, with 20 grams of whey on top of that. So it's a nice decent meal, heavy carb meal again, going in with obviously having more carbs at the start of the day. And I've also got 10 grams of dark chocolate to go on top of this, and then I will do a couple of rounds of posing that Tom asked me to do just after this meal. But I can confirm digestion has already been better today, so I know with me it's just a case of routine and just my usual like going after meal 1, but because I've just not been home the last couple of days at that time, I honestly think that's why. Like, I'm just so sensitive to being in such a rigid prep routine at the moment. So yeah, we're good on that front. So yeah, just gonna finish off making this meal, sit down and eat it, and then pretty much chill until the next meal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're at meal 3 now. I'm having this at 3 o'clock. I'm on my own now, so I made this all by myself because Aaron is out. He decided to go to the shops and get himself a new shirt for our anniversary dinner tomorrow night. Tomorrow is actually our anniversary officially, the day that we became an item, 31st of August. So he's gone to the shops to get himself a shirt and I guess just have a little bit of time to himself. And I am having 3 hex sausages, 50 grams of basmati rice, and I've actually got 75 grams of avocado as well, which I haven't had 75 grams in months. It's always been 50 on this prep. So yeah, looking forward to this nice lovely meal, and then I'll have my next meal at about 5ish before heading off for the tan. Probably about 5:30 I'll eat, and then finish at like 5:45, set off for the tan, which is at 6:15, and then my coach will come round at 7 and assess my physique, and we'll go from there with meal 5. Okay, so as I am just chilling post meal 3 and it's digesting, and we're now at almost 3:45, which is crazy because I need to get my next meal in at 5:45. So I've got 2 hours left until, well, I'll already have made my meal by that point. Probably got an hour and a half left before I need to start making that meal, which is another 50 gram serving of rice, 75 grams of tuna, and then I've got some more salad with that as well. And I'll have to start making that, yeah, in about an hour and a half. And until then, it'll just be a case of Aaron's coming back. He's on his way back now, getting organised. And, I've got 10 grams of dark chocolate with meal 4 as well. Woo! And, yeah, going and getting tangoed. And then that will be it. It's, Aaron asked me, what are you looking forward to most about this weekend? He asked me this yesterday when we were on the way down from Leeds to Wales in the car. And I said, do you know what? I'm super looking forward to my coach coming around this evening, just having that experience, which I've been lucky enough to have at all of my shows this season. So him coming around to the Airbnb the night before with his fiance, and just a nice time. And obviously this time as well, it's just me and my boyfriend on our own in a nice, quiet, cozy apartment. So it'll just be like the 4 of us, 2 couples, and just quiet, chilled. Obviously Tom's going to have a look over me, and it's just that experience that you get where you have a coach who's just so invested in everything that you've done. And I was honestly just reflecting the other night on the prep as a whole and how I went about choosing him and how it's just all worked out so well. And yeah, it just made me think, wow. And then him coming around tonight is like the culmination of that, just that one last opportunity for that to happen. Just that, almost that convening with your coach the night before show and seeing the look. And it's the last chance I'll get to do that until like 2 years, which is crazy. Because yeah, this peak week was a challenge, the last few weeks between the shows was a challenge, and struggling to be present was one of those things. Yesterday, I was so stressed about getting off to Wales that I was going to not bother posing post-workout. I was just going to do it in the Airbnb when we got here. And then as I trained, as I got a sick pump, I realised, don't be so silly. Like, it's your last opportunity, the last training session of this prep, this 30-week prep, where you get to watch yourself looking like this lean that you've worked so hard for, post-workout pump. And it was so encouraging. Like, everything just fell into place. I was really happy with the look. I just made the most of it, did my posing rounds, sent them to Tom, and yeah, it was great. So I've managed to just really be present in these last few days, and part of that involved not vlogging as well, and just trying to take it all in, which is what I've done. And yeah, now, like I say, it's just a case of I'm looking forward to that. I'm genuinely really, really, really excited to get on stage. It looks, PCA Wales, it's a big show in general. Welsh Championships, it's a pro qualifier. It's a good start to a lot of people's seasons if people are looking to start their season now, people that started dieting in maybe March, April time, who are now peeled and waiting to start their season ahead of like September, October finals and that kind of thing. Now is a time a lot of people will be doing their first shows of the season. For me, it's the end of the season, but yeah, it's ending the season on what will be a busy show. Absolutely zero expectations going into this show, just based off like the standard and how busy my class I think is going to be based on what I've seen around on socials. And yeah, honestly, I'm just super, super excited to get up on stage in like what I think is going to be like a pretty gnarly lineup. I like to think that the audience will be thinking, wow, look at this lineup, like holy shit. And I'll be part of that, and I'll get a chance to actually compete this season, because so far my shows have been super quiet. So I'm genuinely looking forward to the stage experience of, being moved around, standing at the side, being called forward, and all that good stuff, like proper competing experience that I haven't had this season. And I would hate to end my season thinking, what was the point of all that? I didn't actually really get to compete. So I'm really looking forward to actually being on stage, and yeah, just soaking it all up tomorrow. When we went to the shops, I picked up a couple of little bits. Like, I want to have Prosecco tomorrow while me and Aaron are getting ready to go out in the evening. I want to be sipping on some Prosecco. Got some Kylie Minogue Prosecco as well. Didn't go cheap. Wanted to get something like, I do like Kylie at the end of the day. So Aaron was like, you should definitely get that one. So I'll be sipping on my Prosecco. We've got obviously Weetabix in the Airbnb, but I wanted to make it a bit more jazzy. So got some soft apricots, like those dried apricots that I love. Haven't had them in so long. Got some chocolate granola to go with it, because hell yeah. And just going to have a really nice breakfast on Monday morning. But apart from that, I didn't want to get anything else for post-show. I will literally take it as it comes after that. But those were just a couple of things where I thought, if I don't buy them now, I will regret it, because I'll just have some plain Weetabix on Monday morning after this 30-week diet. So now it's going to be with granola. I'll have some frozen fruit left over as well, which I can have with that, because I had obviously the frozen berries in my last meal, so they won't go to waste. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to basically actually being post-show now, being able to have a few treats, going out for a meal with my boyfriend. Like, just in general, the next sort of 48 hours are going to be amazing. So really grateful, really excited. And that's just what I wanted to sort of come on here and say, really, at this point. I'm going to finish this drink, wait for Aaron to get back, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Okay, so meal 4 is now going in at 5:30. So it's 75 grams of tuna, 50 grams of rice, and 50 grams of salad. And I'm also going to have a piece of dark chocolate, 10 grams of dark chocolate with this meal. And then we're literally going to head off for the tan now after I've eaten this, and it'll roll into the evening. So the day is absolutely flying by. Okay, so it's now 10:30 in the evening. My coach has been round and basically spent all evening with us, which is super nice, just like last time as well. So they've just left now, and yeah, they brought me some super nice gifts, which I really appreciate, which are all in here. I won't show you them all because there's a lot, but very much appreciate all these amazing gifts. So thank you so much. And yes, we ended up adding like 5 Snacker Jacks to my final meal so it was Peak Max serving with 100 grams of chicken and 20 grams of peanut butter. And then coach told me to have 5 rice cakes with them. And then I've lost weight since then because I've been peeing quite a bit. So I just stepped on the scales and I was like 0.6 of a pound down from when we arrived in the Airbnb after the tan. So I'm now having 3 more Snacker Jacks, 10:30 at night, but it is what it is. It's show day. We're going to wake up. We're going to be dry. We're going to be full. And then if anything, we'll be ready, and we'll just need to keep drying off tomorrow. So super exciting. the tan took longer than it needed to be fair. We were all drying off for a very, very long time. I've never had to dry for that long, but at the end of the day, the tan has sat nicely. It's all good. Now I just need to get these last 3 rice cakes down and get to bed.